Hello everyone, hope you are all well. I'm going to solve a question on graph of inequalities. If you have to watch the lectures of O levels on my YouTube channel, then go into my YouTube channel and go into the playlist. From there, you can find the playlist of O levels. So, what about this question? In this question, you have to find the inequalities which are representing this region R. This is the region R. So, we have to find inequalities. The first of all, whenever there is a question on inequalities, identify the lines which are bordering your region R. This is line 1, which is bordering your region R. This is line 2, which is bordering your region R. And this is line 3. Line 3, which is bordering your region R. So step 1, identify the lines which are surrounding your region or which are, in simple words, the perimeter of your region. After representing the lines which are bordering your region, step number 2, look out for horizontal lines and vertical lines, because if there is any horizontal line and a vertical line, then your question will be easy. So if we see into this question, line 1 is a horizontal line. Line 3 is a vertical line. So that is easy enough to work out. Whenever you have a horizontal line, this line, which is a horizontal line. Whenever you have a horizontal line, its equation will be in y. This horizontal line is passing through which value of y? This is y is equal to 3. At this point, y is 3. So simply, you can write its equation. Y is equal to 3 for line 3. First of all, just write down the equations and then we can write down the inequalities. So for line 1, which is a horizontal line, which is passing through y equal to 3, the equation is y equal to 3. The second line is vertical. Sorry, the line 3 is vertical. So first of all, write equations for horizontal line and vertical line. This is a vertical line. A vertical line has equation in x. It is passing through which value of x if you observe? This vertical line is passing through 1 on x-axis. So its equation will be x is equal to 1. So write down its equation. X is equal to 1. So whenever there is a vertical line, its equation will be in x from the point where it is passing through x-axis. If it is passing through 1 on x-axis, its equation will be x equal to 1. If it is horizontal line, its equation will be in y. And you have to just observe that from which value of y the line is passing, you can write its equation. The third one is this inclined line. You have to find equation of this inclined line, which is line number 2. And to find the equation of this line number 2, we have to use the equation y is equal to mx plus c. Slope intercept form. You can also use another equation of a line, which is y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. This is called point slope form. You can use either of these two equations to find equation of this line. So first of all, if you have to find equation of this inclined line, you have to find m, which is slope of this line. Slope of this line. As we know that slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this will be very easy to find the slope. You just need to pick out 2 points on this inclined line. Let me pick 1 point over here. This is your first point. What are the coordinates of this point? Let us write the coordinates. X-axis it's 1, on y-axis it's 0. The other point, you can pick any point. Consider this point as the second point. The x value on this point is 3, y value is 2. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Find the slope. Y2 is 2, y1 is 0, x2 is 3, x1 is 1. So it's 2 over 2, which is equal to 1. So your slope is 1. The slope or gradient of this inclined line is 1. What about y-intercept? C. This C is basically the point on y-axis from where the line is passing on y-axis. So line is passing from this point on y-axis. So this value represents C. C is y-intercept. Y-intercept mean the point on y-axis from where the line crosses the y-axis. So this is -1. So your equation for line number 2 is y is equal to m is 1, x plus c is -1. So equation is y is equal to x minus 1. This is value of c, this is value of m. We can also find y is equal, we can also find c from the other formula, another method which you people used to do, y is equal to mx plus c. We have to find c. So I'm going to put x equal to 1 and y equal to 0. X equal to 1, y equal to 0. Over here, x equal to 1, y equal to 0, y is 0, m is 1, x is 1 plus c. So I am also going to find c using this method which most of the students used to do, using value of m, x and y. This x and y can be taken from any point. You can also use this point to take the value of x and y. However, I have taken this point to use x and y here. So from here, c will also be equal to -1. Now, after finding out the equations, writing inequalities is the last step and the easiest one. We have 3 equations. Coming to line number 1, the equation is y is equal to 3. So on this line, y is equal to 3. However, your region is below this line. In your region, the value of y, you can see the value of y is less than 3. So you will write your inequality for line number 1. Line number 1, the inequality will be y is less than 3. This region is below the value of y equal to 3. The region is below this value. And if this line is a solid line, you have to write down equal to sign over here as well. Coming towards line number 2, inequality for line number 2. The equation for line number 2 is this one. Y is equal to x minus 1. If you see, the region is above this line. The region is above this line. So inequality will be y is equal to greater than x minus 1. And this line is a solid line. So we have to use equal to here as well. If this is a dotted line, then we are not going to use this equal to symbol. If this is a solid line, you have to use this equal to symbol. One thing more, I can see that region is above this line. Above this line, so I'm using greater than. There's another method of selecting a test point. Let us take a test point. Suppose this is your test point where coordinates are 2 and 2. if you have to see which inequality sign will be used, take a test point in the region 2, put it over here in place of y, use 2 in place of x, use 2. Now you will see that 2 on the left side is greater than 1 on the right side. So the symbol greater than will be used. So using a test point from within the region into your inequality, into your equation, you can find the sign of inequality. I have used y2, x2, this point x equal to 2 and y equal to 2 I have used in this equation. I got this answer 2, which is greater than 1. So I have used greater than sign over here. The last one is line number 3. So line number 3, which is the vertical line, if you see, the equation of line number 3 is x equal to 1. However, the region is on the right side of this line, and on the right side, x value is increasing. So x will be greater than 1 in this region. You can see here x is 2, here x is 3. So for line number 3, x is greater than 3, the inequality. And because this is a solid line, you have to use equal to mark. So these are the 3 inequalities, 1, 2, 3 for this region. So the process is very simple. Just find out number of lines which are surrounding the region, find equation of each line. If you have to find equation of the line, you just need to consider whether it is a horizontal, vertical line or inclined line. For vertical and horizontal line, you can find equation directly. For inclined line, you have to use either this formula or this formula. After finding the equations, you can find out the inequalities. In this way, you can solve out this question. So I will be solving another question on inequalities in my next video. So keep watching. Thank you so much.